Nerd Soul.
Well, well, well. We're at the finale, y'all. The end of season 2. What if Captain Carter discovers the greatest threat to all existence may be closer than she realizes? And what if Strange Supreme intervened? That's right. Episode 9. We're gonna watch this thing and see how it go. Let's do this. Okay, let's start off with this. I like the banter and the relationship back and forth between Supreme Strange or Strange Supreme and Peggy. It's very, I mean, I guess because they have shared trauma, so they just like, or shared experience, they're like, hey man, we're guardians of the multiverse, so how's it going? You know, he even gave her a single malt. I'm like, look, if you can do all this magic, like Peggy was like, could you give a sister a lift back? Cause I could use some assistance right now. But I like the voice acting here and just the play back and forth. I guess their attitude towards one another, their familiarity with one another really shines through in the scene. So I wanted to give them props because I know sometimes I kind of hit them on the animation because it is sticky, but I do want to also give them props. The voice acting this season has really been on point. Okay, so we're getting into this idea that there's going to be some new threat that they've got to face. Of course, they've been holding it close to the vest all season. They've kind of been playing this what's if stuff out differently than the first season. First season, it was very clear that this is kind of like serialized and we're kind of bringing everybody to one point. And this one, they've been kind of cagey about what's going on outside of the last, say, 3 or so episodes. So now I guess we're going to probably get read in on whatever season 3 may be about, or what they're gonna do in this big bang, and they ain't got but like 20 minutes, so we'll see. I mean, they do move fast, so we'll see what they do. But I do once again want to reiterate that they have done an awesome job with making sure that these characters seem just relaxed and related to one another in a very good way. Oh, well, well, well. Now we get read into what's going on at the Sanctum Infinitum. Ah, okay. So Strange Supreme, like Peggy said, you're basically stopping and imprisoning universe killers, which is, not a bad job. So, I mean, he's kind of like the Green Lantern Corps or the Nova Corps, but just on a multiversal scale. He like, hey, look, you ain't gonna be tearing up no universes up around here, so you got to go. So I do like that. I really want to see what this goes. Some sound like there's a delicate balance because this is one place you for sure do not want a jailbreak. And there you have it. I knew it. I said, look. The second I was like, you know what? This is a great thing, but this is one place you do not want a jailbreak. And what? Of course, something escaped. Even, Peggy even said it. Peggy was like, yo, look, hey, Jurassic Park, Aliens. She was like, look, Gremlins, something always escapes. And it's true. Here's the thing. If you want to do the Sanctum Infinitum, Strange Supreme, I get it. But, bro, you're going to need some help. You can't do this all by yourself. You're gonna need like the palace guards or something. You're gonna need somebody to watch. I don't know, some kind of surveillance cameras or something. I don't know how you would set this up, but you're gonna need people to watch around so don't nobody get out.
With all these spells you can do with your magic, why are there like no guards in your apartment? We're like doing all this little magic, and why you have no security cameras, no guards, no like officer cops?
All right, Peggy makes a good point. Strange makes a good point. Peggy's like, look, what about the Watcher? He gonna be like, you ain't supposed to be doing this. You can't change nothing. But Strange fires back properly, like, hey, you saved 1602, didn't you? You went and saved that planet or that universe, and you ain't had no. Now all of a sudden you got a problem because you want to go home. Now at the same time, Peggy has done mad stuff, and also she wasn't expecting to have to save a universe. So I can understand her being like, "Yo, I'm ready to go home. I want to sat down." But with this said, why do I feel like Strange ain't telling us everything? Cause Peggy does make a good point. She like, why can't you do this? Like remember last episode when I said it best? Yo, I like Peggy. Peggy and Steve, they both dope. But when it comes to this kind of like trans-dimensional, portals opening up, that is not their job. All right, that is not their thing. That would not go to them for that. So, he's like, oh, she won't see you coming. Yeah, but I don't got no magical skills. I got no magical talents. So why you up in here acting? Look, I'm telling you, something just ain't right.
Captain Carter does have talents. She can do backflips. Can she do backflips? Front flips. She can do tons of things. She can punch faces. She can kick. She can throw her shield. You can come back to her. Mad other things that are talents. You can do mad stuff. And she could destroy the whole bad guys and punch them in the face and send them to the other multiverse and send them to a nasty universe with nasty people.
Okay, quick question. Steve Strange says, you'll know. And she says that's a little word. Are we about to see a mirror match? Please don't end this season with a mirror match. I got an idea that they do want to try to mirror match us up. And I guess it might work. It could work, but I don't know if I'm trying to see a mirror. Are y'all trying to see a mirror match? Maybe I'm tripping. But you know what? I could be wrong. It might not be a mirror match at all. So, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? He said it's a lady. So I could be completely wrong with the mirror match thing. So let's see how this roll out. Yo, I love how the Watcher shows up like he your daddy. Like he show up like, what you about to do? Because I told you not to do nothing. All right? And I see you doing something when I told you not to do nothing. And see this, what you doing is not nothing, it's something. All right? I'm just letting you know what you're doing right now is not what I told you to do. And of course, we see this is a planet that ain't got no Captain America, and ain't got no Captain Carter, and ain't got no captains at all. You see the red-nosed reindeer on Mount Rushmore. I guess that's Mount Hydramore or whatever it is now. So we look, man, this planet is all wrong. Just like remember in across the multiverse. It's across the Spider-Verse when they ain't had no Spider-Man. You went out there, it looked all crazy. See, man, look, heroes is necessary. Okay. So the conversation goes with, she's like, we're never going to see eye to eye on this. I do, you watch kind of thing, right? And he said, I don't watch, I see, which is it's kind of like the whole thing, like, are you hearing me or are you listening? Like, kind of thing. Like, are you really intently paying attention to what's coming out of my mouth, processing those things instead of just trying to find a time to respond and catch me on something? Are you really trying to understand what I'm saying? So in this case, she's like, well, Strange is able to watch and see. That sigh is like a father's sigh to his son or daughter. He's like, look, I get it, I understand, but y'all don't have the experience I got. Y'all about to mess something up. He said, I can't bear to narrate what may happen next. See, it's like, look, I get what y'all trying to do, but y'all got too many spinning plates and y'all gonna end up messing something up. Because that sanctum infinitum, let's say someone gets into that sanctum infinitum and decides, I'm gonna open up 2, 3, 4, 10 cells. You know what I'm saying? Or those crystal balls are like little cells. So I'm gonna open up 10 cells. Bruh, do you know, you just gotta be careful. I'm not saying that it's bad to, save a multiverse or save a universe, I guess. But I think Watcher might be on to something. Now, do I think that we should do nothing? No. But proceeding with caution is definitely necessary when you have someone with that experience that has probably lived this long that just gives you a long sigh. That is worrisome. Okay, once I saw the feet and everything, I was like, hold up, isn't that Kahhori? So Kahhori going up against, you know, Captain Carter, it's a good point where she was like, I'm not a universe killer, he is. Now, I'm not going to throw anything on Steve like that. I ain't going to throw nothing on Stephen Strange. But from what we know, at least from her and from him, it seems like Kahhori is someone who is definitely fighting for the people. You know what I'm saying? Now, your boy, your boy Strange, he from the Wahite tribe. So I don't know, he might be telling a couple tales. So we'll see how this plays out, because for Kahhori to stop and not, because she could have, of course, kept coming at her, but she didn't. She stopped and she's trying to talk it out. So someone who's a villain, someone who's a universe killer, is not trying to stop and talk it out. Right now, I'm leaning on the Kahhori side for right now, from what we know about her and what we're seeing here. With her skills, she could easily dust Peggy. Let's be for real. Let's all be for real. But she's not. She's stopping and reasoning, or at least attempting to reason with her. Oh, snap. And there we go. What I tell you about the Wahites. Even Kahhori was like, he's a Radinon or whatever she said. Basically, she said he was the Wahite tribe. Look, I'm telling you, man, what did I tell? Feeding them to the forge? Wow. Not, man, come on, Strange. Not, see, we thought you turned around and you didn't turn around. You turned around and then you turn right back around again. You did it instead of 180, which you should have been did. You did a 360, and we don't want you to do a 360. We don't want you to come back to the beginning. We want you to go turn a new leaf. See, you turn that new leaf and then you flipped it back over again. All right, see, man. Oh, dang, man, you hate to see it. Okay, I want y'all to level with me right now. I want you to think in your mind. I want you to go into the recesses of the molecules of your brain. Was Christine that dope? Was she? Because this is 2 seasons of trying to get Christine. Was Christine really that dope? The dude wasn't even acting like he was in love with her like that. Am I tripping? And then also Christine won't. Hey, look. I'ma just, hey, look, you like what you like, I guess. You know what I'm saying? This dude is going through extreme lengths. Bruh, there's other fish in the sea, man. Meet a new woman. I'm not saying that Christine, I'm not saying that I'm glad she's dead and I'm glad, but I'm just saying, bruh, move on. You gotta live your life. You can't live your life for the past. Bruh, this man is doing the most, all right? And yes, we all have loved and lost. Or maybe we have. I don't know if we all have. I guess I can't speak for every single person in the entire universe or whatever. But many of us have loved and lost. And, for some reason, when we think back, you're like, hey, maybe it was my fault. Maybe it was their fault. Maybe it was a mutual. I did a little bit. She did a little bit. Or he did a little bit. I did a little bit. Whatever it is. But I really, really want that thing back. And you just can't get it back. Maybe that person is married. Maybe they passed away. Maybe they've moved to another country or something. And who knows? You just can't have them. You gotta move on. You have to make peace with what your past was, and that the past is the past. Every now and then, you may get another opportunity, but you need to make peace with yourself that other opportunity may not ever come, and you will be okay. You will be fine. You can't do this, man. You can't do this. Feeding them to the forge. I'm assuming when they go into that forge, they probably ain't alive no more. So this dude is killing people. This is different than just stopping bad folks from doing bad things to other bad people. It's like it's like he's Dexter. He's like killing killers. I don't even, man, look, you gotta let her go, man. You gotta let her go. You gotta let her and the memory of her, you got to let it go. Oh no. Oh no, Peggy. Oh Lord. I mean, oh Lord Jesus. Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know Peggy felt like there ain't nothing I can do, but oh man. Oh, this is about to be. Oh, this is about to be a poop show. Oh no. What did I just say about what if somebody had opened like 10 cells? And here come Peggy opening about 10 cells. Oh Lord. Oh. Oh, this is gonna be good to watch. Oh, but it's gonna be bad to experience. Yeah, you're right. You're darn tootin', Peggy. Starting a prison riot with universe killers is definitely not a good idea. And also seeing that Rocket was a universe killer, dag, man. Whew, you fell so low, didn't you? But this, wow, this is also a cool way to show alternate versions of other people, which I think is really, really cool. But man, I something told me this episode, when I started talking about, letting somebody out or people breaking free, man, see, Strange. This is all because of Strange's, I don't know, crazy, can't get past trying to fix the Christine issue. Yo, she dead, bruh. And I'm not saying I'm glad she did. I'm just saying this is something that happened and you cannot bring her back. There is way too much evidence. Shoot, in your own life of you cannot bring them back. Sam and Dean have said it time and time again. What's dead should stay dead. Ooh, Kahhori's nice. Kahhori, now I know this is zombie Wanda, but for Kahhori to be able to go head up with any Wanda, that's pretty impressive. Like, straight up. For her to be able to go head up with like Doctor Strange and Wanda as a brand new character, yo, they are giving. I guess they're about to do something with Kahhori. Hopefully, I mean, because they putting a lot of stock into her. For not, maybe we'll see a live action version of her. I mean, the MCU could use something. I mean, they could use a lot of something. But I mean, this is the MCU, and it has been solid. But I do like what she said, that zombies are pretty universal. It's like, yeah, we all got them. But man, zombies, man.
I didn't know these zombies can make a whole army of them. But some zombies make armies, some are by themselves. They come out like a forest with like skeletons and stuff. But these zombies are just wild and disgusting.
What was Strange thinking? Like, you know what? That's the problem. He wasn't thinking. Now, at the same time, Mr. Watcher could have said something. Open your mouth. Shouts to Hella coming through. Shorty threw the blades, and when they got returned, she was like, "Excuse me." It's the thing about Hella that's cool. We see it in her episode where she kind of like goes through her experience with Winwoo, and what Jai, I think, is just like her whole above it allness. Like, you can't tell her she ain't better than everybody. She was like, excuse me, you supposed to be there. It's like, no. My name is Kahhori. I'm brand new. Don't sleep. New to the party, but I don't play. Playing outside every day. Man, see, oh God, this whole prison break has been nothing but bad after bad after bad. Now, at the same time, it wouldn't be bad after bad after bad if Doctor Strange would stop doing this crazy stuff to get Christine back. And it also wouldn't be bad if the Watcher would have said something that, yo, don't go with Strange, he crazy. I'ma just take you back to where you're supposed to be, and Strange is wilding. Like, bruh, oh Lord, now we got the Killmonger with all the stones. So what happened to Ultron in that? Because they were fighting over. I guess we're to believe that he ultimately won that battle, but oh man, this is not gonna be good. This whole episode is just see what happens. See what happens when you try to bring dead people back. Do you see what happens? I hope y'all all learn y'all lesson. You listen to me right now. You look. One thing, if someone asks you a god, you say yes. And if you try to bring somebody back from the dead, you say no. Okay, I ain't going front. That move where Kahhori just pulled Killmonger out the suit and zapped him away. Yo, alright. One, Kahhori is dope. But two, also remember, y'all are creating someone who's incredibly powerful, which means that y'all are going to have to create some very interesting stories for her, because what she can do is on another level. She's going to have to face some serious threats or some serious internal threats. You know what I'm saying? But with that said, it's also cool seeing those two Thors go straight at it, and that explosion should have definitely leveled the Sanctum. But maybe the Sanctum is stronger than we think. Would you look at this thing? Yo, Strange has been busy. This forge, I mean, of course, I guess he has magic, so it's maybe easier to build this thing than I think. But I'm looking at the scale of this thing. This is no small task. He has been extremely busy back in the background. Doing wrong. Okay, quick note. That shield already doesn't follow the laws of physics. But that shield with the space stone is almost a OD weapon. Like, she threw that shield and she teleported that bad boy and bust him in the back of the head. That was solid. Oh, Strange hitting you with the low blow. See, Strange gonna try to take you back to see your man. You know what I'm saying? Strange think he's slick, but I don't think it's gonna work out like you think. You know what I'm saying? Because Peggy already said, look, I've already let go of my man like 3 times. The original time when she thought Hydra Stomper was gone, then when Hydra Stomper had to sacrifice himself, and then just a second ago in the last episode where she had to send him back to his own time and she couldn't be with Roger's hood. So she ain't crazy like you, Strange. She got her head on straight. Man, I'm watching this. You really hate to see it, man. Strange is really his own worst enemy in this one. I mean, dude has gone full supervillain in this. And to an understandable degree, but bruh, you gotta let this go. Like, you lost. You went through this and realized that you destroyed everything, and now you still doing the most bad out here. Just trying to resurrect that world. Bruh, you know Christine, it's already been shown to you, Christine gonna die and die and die and die again. You gonna make her go through that? Come on, man. Now, what we're watching is beautiful and all. Even with Hela giving her helmet and Thor giving his hammer, saying, you know, look, we ain't gonna make it, but you take this weapon and do everything you possibly can to take him down. Strange says, you'll never stop me. Are y'all willing to take Strange out? Because he's not lying to you. He ain't lying. This is a lesson we thought he learned in season 1. Apparently he hasn't. He's willing to sacrifice whoever to get his universe back. You know what y'all got to do. Are y'all going to do that in this? Or y'all going to punk out and be like, oh, well, we found out a way to, you know, give him Baskin Robbins and let him sit down and eat cake. Like, look, man, he's already told you, I'm not going to stop. So if he ain't going to stop, he's going to continue sacrificing people, you know what you got to do. So now Strange done turned into the whole little monster version of Strange. And she's still over here. Strange, if you're in there, he's in there. He is the one doing this. His mind is not corrupted. Well, I mean, his mind is corrupted, but he is in complete control of his faculties. He's just crazy. He is not mentally impaired. He's not mental anguish or something. He went through a terrible time. No, he just crazy. He just evil. All right. He has gone through so much. He done become evil. That's it. Ain't nothing. There's no. Oh well, you know, he just need to get him some help. No, we gave him some help. We about to give him some help right now. All right. And after we finish giving him some help, some people gonna have to carry him to put him in the ground. Alright, talking about Strange, if you're in there. Yes, he is in there. It is him. Trying to act like this ain't him. This is him. He has told you all once again. Look, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Alright, this man done shown you who he is. I am an evil man, completely focused on sacrificing whoever and whatever to get what I want. He gotta go. He gotta go. Either that, or y'all gonna have to do some Avatar stuff where you strip away all his powers. He just sitting there looking like I don't know, in a drunken stupor or something like that. Cause what he's doing right now, ain't no coming back. See what I tell you? What I tell you? What I tell you? See, the man bust Kahhori in the head, then said, "I will kill you." And here come Peggy talking about strange. This isn't you. He literally replies, "It is me." What did I just say? What did I just say? Lord, people do not be listening to me, boy. I'm telling you. I'll be like, Peggy, this fool crazy. You got to put him down. No, it's not you, Steven. Yes, it is. Hey, what I got? See now? See, look, Peggy, don't mess around and die trying to be all merciful. Now, I'm not saying that you should not be merciful and not have mercy and empathy. But this man got to go. Everybody ain't gonna make it. You know, a possibility is feed him to the forge, then he can be a sacrifice that restores his universe. I mean, he want Christine back, right? He want his universe back, right? Use him as a means to do it. Then his universe is back like he said he wanted, and he's gone, which I say should be done. Boom. It's a win-win, right? I mean, right? Oh, hold up. So y'all still gonna try to hold out a little something for Strange? No, he ain't. I can't. My grief has grown too strong. Your grief has grown. Like, don't you the one. Like his grief, like grief is something that's outside of your body that come over and be like, "Hey man, how you doing? What's up, grief? How you going? Oh, I'm just chilling. I'm gonna just make you do whatever." No, like yes, grief can sway our mood, our emotions, but also we have things called discipline, restraint, you know what I'm saying, integrity, patience, empathy for others. So this whole idea like, oh, my grief is just too strong. What could I do? Nah, bruh, You saw those people that you was killing, enslaving, all this stuff so you could feed them to the forest. Stop this mess. Stop acting like, oh, your grief is just too strong. I just couldn't help it. Oh, ain't nobody trying to hear all that. Don't be trying to come on the back end trying to give Strange a little out. Like at the end, he gonna be like, oh, well, my grief, it was all these monsters that made me do it. I mean, yes, the monsters that he had to absorb to try to have the power that he had in the first season, don't get me wrong, they did affect his psyche. But during that process, I'm pretty sure you guys remember it. I remember it too. He could tell that these things were changing his mood and his psyche and all of that stuff, his outlook on the situation and life itself. So he had many, opportunities and red flags that he walked right on past and kept doing what he was doing. So I don't want to hear no mess like, oh, my grief just grew too. No, you grew too stupid. All right, like grief. Like, don't make it seem like it's something that happened to you. No, you chose to do this, bro. Don't be coming up in here like, my grief just too strong. Nah. This is on you. So it kind of worked out similar to what I said. I'm like, yo, you can sacrifice yourself and bring your world back. So that happened. He said his world lives and he was never born into it. So, hey, Christine did get to live. And they were like, he conquered his demons. He also invited the demons into his body. So, I mean, all right, we'll let Strange have his because he, they made it seem like he sacrificed himself to stop the like he wasn't the one, but we'll let that slide. Well, I'll let that slide, but y'all know how I feel. Like this dude walked past mad red flags and opportunities to turn back. There was mad people telling him to turn back at night, but no, people don't want to listen. But even though his world was remade, you see a bald-headed brother looking like a monk and some shorty doo-wop with a full metallic, I don't know, army getup from Britain wouldn't you be like, yo, what them two people doing over there? But I guess nobody was paying attention. They too busy getting their park on. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, she said, I want to take the scenic route home. And then we see NERDSoul tying us back to the end of Loki. So that was nice. That was real nice.
That episode was heroic.
And all in all, I was feeling the finale, man. I mean, it's a shame that Strange didn't learn not one lesson, but the way they pulled all this together and showed how this bled into, and throughout the Sanctum Infinitum and all this stuff, and the list he went through. Now, I mean, technically, this does cap off the story from season 1, and he does end up saving his world and bringing it back and bringing Christine back. But look at the cost. But I mean, he actually did save his universe, so I guess that's a good thing, maybe. But I do like the journey that we went on. I do think that we leaned a little too hard on Peggy Carter, because I mean, since this is What If, I would have liked to see some more what ifs. But I'll do a whole nother episode breaking down the whole season and how I feel about the season as a whole on general levels. But this episode, man, it was cool. The fights were awesome. The alternate versions of everyone was really just unique and creative on a level that I thought a show like this deserves. So I dug it, man. Hella's voice acting. The Watcher always comes through. The relation between Strange and Peggy Carter, seeing Kahhori come through and them kind of become fast friends due to the situation. I dug it all for real. And this was a good way to cap off the season. Really good way to cap off the season in a sort of serialized story way, and also in a cool, quirky what if type of way as well. Of course, we see the Watcher coming through like daddy again and going and fixing stuff at the very end. Like, yeah, they didn't need me. They only needed you, Peggy. Well, technically, anybody could have been in that suit, but I understand. I get it. It's got to be Peggy because we selling Peggy on this one. I guess maybe they're getting ready to bring Peggy in on the live action side because they were going super hard on Peggy this season. But we'll see how that joint rides out, because she is, at least on the what if side, Peggy is like the head lead chief of all, multiverse guardians out here. And if we were to follow any one of those guardians, I guess I would want to see Peggy. I mean, I don't want to see Party Thor. I know some other people probably do, but Peggy, I would love to see T'Challa doing something. I would love to see a couple of the other people, but I will cover that in another episode where we talk about the season as a whole. As this, I'm digging it, man. Let me know what y'all think. Tell me what y'all think about the finale. I'm here for it, man. We got a whole bunch of cool action, and we got some team ups that we didn't expect, and we got to resolve a storyline that we kind of thought was resolved in the first place. So holla at me. I'm gonna holla at you down in the comments. Let's talk what if. You know what I'm saying? And we can finally lay your boy Strange Supreme to rest. NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. And until the next time that you have to put all the stones plus Hela's helmet and hold Thor's hammer just to break down someone who's crazy, filled with demons, and ready to sacrifice everyone and everything just to get one baby universe back. This is for me to you saying peace.